The Arctic Monkeys are a band that I really like. Like, genuinely, they are pretty freaking awesome. They're a very good band. I've followed them for a while and I've appreciated their music for a while. And I'm sure you guys can already feel a butt coming along. It's always nice to feel a butt coming along. No, that sounds like I'm trying to be Sam Pepper. I'm the wrong Sam. You know, that's like, what, 33 seconds in and I'm throwing shade at Sam Pepper already. Bloody hell, God. What has YouTube done to me? Oh, I've got a question. Fave album. Yeah, I asked on Twitter if people can ask me questions about the Arctic Monkeys, and first question is fairly relevant considering it's about Arctic Monkeys. Favourite album? Just gonna double check on Spotify because my mind is a mash right now. Possibly their debut album, to be honest, because I do love their old stuff. The debut album has, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I am, whatever people say I am, that's why I'm not, yeah, debut album, literally every single song on there, freaking love. And that sounds, a basic answer, but it's true. I genuinely believe the Arctic Monkeys have aged as a band, as a sound, terribly, in terms of like their sound right now. Like with AM, for example, that album, in my honest opinion, of course, it wasn't good. It wasn't, in my opinion. It was overplayed as well, which kind of does take away a personal liking for a song or an album in general. Look at Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, for example, or even Heathens. Now, those songs are fantastic when you listen to them in the album, but then when you hear them every single day on the radio and everywhere you go, like me and my friend Charlotte were at the bowling alley the other day, and although Heathens wasn't playing, like they were mentioning 21 Pilots and Heathens all the time, and it was a little bit kind of yeah, okay, give it a rest now. Like, anyway, back to the Arctic Monkeys. I've wasted 2 minutes 30 seconds time. Blah, blah, blah. My favourite album, yeah, is debut album. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not. Favourite song, however, is the B-side to their first single, I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, and it's Bigger Boys and Stolen Sweethearts. I had to look at the title because I'm really bad at titles and names and that sort of thing. Lyrically, when I first heard it, it was so relevant to like my life at the time. Basically, the song talks about like a girl who has found another boy who's a bigger boy and a stolen sweetheart, and he just sort of sings. Alex sort of sings about him being bigger and kicking his head in and all that sort of stuff. Me personally, I love music that's not autobiographical. Autobiographical? Is autobiographical a word? Yeah, it doesn't sound like a word, but it sounds, yeah, mind mash. But yeah, and so that's why I like Blur. That's why I like Jamie T. All that sort of stuff. Like, I guess English music in general, British music, I suppose you could say. I just love it so much. It's so raw and kind of, it's in your face, but it's like a story. I love a good story. I love watching storytime videos on YouTube. But I'm not very good at storytime videos myself because I just couldn't do it. It would just be awful. So today I was at work and I had to get some beers from the back garage. Now, I'm not very good at using the trolley. The trolley's basically like a forklift truck, but you have to use your arms and stuff, and as you can see, I'm not very strong. Anyway, and this bit has gone on for far too long, but we'll carry on, it is quite fun. Anyway, I basically went, my friend Charlotte's like cracking up over there, it's brilliant. Anyway, I went into the back garage and I put 3 cases on there, right? and I walked out like that, like a rubbish Dalek, and I went through the door, and I went, I made that noise. There isn't really a point to that story. I just wanted to see how long I went without boring myself, and I bored myself with the first word. That's always a good start. That's a like on my tweet. That's not. Don't you hate it when you post something on Twitter and it's like or wherever, and it's a question, and people just like it without actually answering the question? Answer the question. That's why I fucking put it. I've had lots of fun making this video, although I haven't really spoken about the Arctic Monkeys an awful lot. All I've spoken about is work and stuff. But this video has been like loosely based on the Arctic Monkeys anyway, so we'll call it the Arctic Monkeys. But yeah, I think that AM isn't their best album. I think that the debut album was good. You know, the albums after that were good as well. But I just think that the Arctic Monkeys are basically like Oasis of the millennium. I know that Oasis were around in the millennium, you know, in the millennials, but I think the Arctic Monkeys came at a perfect time. 2006, I think it was. 2006? Maybe 2005? Yeah, 2005 was their debut album, the debut single, and the album came in 2006. God, I'm good at stuff. But I really think they're a good album, good band. They've inspired so many other artists as well, which is beautiful. I like how music is infectious. It is just wonderful. I'm a massive music lover. Like, I love a lot of bands. I can name all of them, but I won't. I will end on this little anecdote, which has nothing to do with the Arctic Monkeys at all. I'm trying to think of a song that's got the word hole in it. No. Anyway, so in yesterday's video, as you guys saw, I went to Clacton to see my friend and my best friend actually, and basically on Clacton Pier, it's like a little fairground and that sort of stuff. And you know when you say something and you're like, shit, I just said that out loud, and everyone has voice in their head saying, you know, what we want to say, but we don't actually say it. And basically, there was this little football thing, and I think I got the ball in the hole. Yeah, it's like six holes, and there's a football, and you have 3 goes to get the ball through a hole. On my second go, I got it through like the top middle one, and I asked the girl who was, you know, working there, like, do I get more points for the bigger hole, the bigger holes, the taller holes, whatever? And then she went, no, it's just a goal. And I was like, oh, okay, any hole's a goal. And I kind of walked off thinking, and I asked Charlotte, did I say that out loud? And she just nodded and said yes. And I was like, shit.